Okay, I've removed the bars. These bars right here. Those are the ones that went across the engine compartment. Removed the air intake as well as the extension. And I also removed this here, which is your coolant supply, as well as your windshield washer fluid container. On this side, as you can see, this is where that bottom piece went for the air inlet, and then of course you had the two rubber hoses along with your your air sensors that are in the hoses. I am just brain farting here. But here's your throttle body, and that's connected to your upper plenum. As you can see, it's all kind of bundled together, and these are all made to fit into one area. None of them are the same. Some are 4, some are 5, some are 2, and they're different sizes. Same thing with these here. There's only one will fit in one. So, I mean, those that you feel you need to label. I took my my vacuum cleaner and I sucked out all the liquid. Of course, we have some mess down there, but most of the coolant and stuff I sucked in there. So now I also removed the throttle cables, which are right here. That's your bracket. It goes on like this here, and then your throttle cables go in through this area right here, and then they hook up onto your throttle itself. Okay, they go underneath here, and as you can see, they have these little holes here where they slide in and out. Okay. You also have assorted vacuum lines here. This is a PCV, and just you know where they go. You're good, but don't leave stuff on the car. I've got it set up to where I can set everything off to the side in order as I take it off, so that everything has an order to it, so you don't have parts laying all over the car, because tools and stuff like this laying all over the car can be a hazard. You can end up losing them, all kinds of things. So you've got, most of it's metric. You'll need 2 screwdrivers. You'll need wow, I'm just brain farting all over the place. You'll need it's not a vice grip, channel locks. Get large and small, deep well as small and large sockets. Alright, like I said, keep everything together. Alright, I will go ahead and anything that they've screwed up I will try and repair in process. There is a lot of stuff that they lost bolts, forgot bolts. There's a lot of loose stuff under here. But as I said, down here is one of the biggest problems. First we had, a number 3 misfire. Took it to Chevy, and they said it was probably a valve, but I already knew it was most likely a head gasket. It's what it is when he was putting it on, either he didn't torque it enough. I'm thinking it's the torque because we're losing a lot of water down here. So we'll see as we tear it apart what's what and how things go. Anything I don't have to pull out of the car and can put off to the side, I will. But if it's in the way, it's got to come off. It's just simpler that way. That's why I take the same camera I'm using to tape this with, and I take pictures of everything so I know where it came from, I know where it's going, and I can make sure I get everything back the way it's supposed to be. Alright, once you start getting the intakes and stuff off, make sure you have clean rags to put over the intakes, the holes and stuff, so dust and dirt and stuff doesn't get down in them. Hopefully I'll be taking all this apart here. This is for your coolant, and so is this. It's connected back here, connected here, goes under here, and connects over there. So I'll be taking that whole unit off, and it's about a 4-foot unit. So I may not take it off immediately, but that's one of my next deals. We will end up moving these at one point or another. Same with that one. So I may have to block up the engine if it tends to tilt forward too much, because we don't want to destroy anything. So I may have to block that up, because we don't want to put too much pressure on the intake itself, or on the exhaust. So I'm also going to work on taking off the pack, the distributor pack as well. Pull all these wires. When you go to pull the wires, you can pick this up for very little money. If I can find it. Got a lot of stuff here. This here is a very simple tool. What it does is you go and you just reach down in, and you can pulls right off. Alright, it's very good for getting these off as easy as possible without, a lot of times it'll allow you to spin it, but every once in a while that happens. So don't try to yank on it anymore, because you'll come back to that one with something that can get a better grip on that. Alright, and we're going to go from there. Alright.